Okay, so we are live. Just one second. So, good evening, everyone. I am Neha Yadav, Ambassador of Change for GETI. To begin with, GETI means Global Education and Training Institute, which was conceptualized and founded by Dr. Sunita Gandhi, and it is built on the values and research of disruptive education. So when we talk about Getty, there are two things I wouldn't miss. One is that we organize pre-service and in-house training sessions for teachers, for teacher empowerment, and so that they can actually live the foundation and values of disruptive education. Second, we have the detox that are going on right now, where we invite researchers and educators and entrepreneurs from around the world to discuss and contemplate the various topics and best practices of education around the world. Today, our speaker is Mr. Sunny Nagpal, who is the Chief Smile Officer of AHA Education. And if I'm not wrong, Mr. Sunny Nagpal, uh, he is spearheading the value of one's inherent genius that lies within the individuals through various research backed practices, through science backed practices. And AHA Education, as his firm is, it celebrates the festival of life and learning through various practices, neurolinguistic practices, and his topic, his research is also backed by Mrs. Kiran Bedi. So over to you, Mr. Sunny Nagpal, and let's see what you have. I am very thrilled, and it's very heartwarming to have you over here right now. And let's see what you have over here to see what we have in Awaken the Genius that lies within individuals.
Thank you so much for the lovely introduction, and I want to congratulate the entire Getty team for doing great job, empowering teachers, and touching lives directly and indirectly in many ways. Thank you so much, and I'm thrilled to be here amidst intelligent, experienced, smart, young professionals, and I look forward to sharing my screen and thoughts.
Sure.
So, I love this slide because it's all about welcoming, spreading happiness and smile. And it's important because no learning happens if we are sad. And if I'm cursing and complaining, oh, India is bad, education system is bad globally, oh God, I don't think any learning is going to happen because the brain is wired to learn happily and peacefully. So it's time to be grateful because the wise always choose to be grateful. All geniuses are happy and filled with gratitude. Yes, we have a choice. I can blame the online system, the corona, the COVID, or the school management, God, as a parent, as a teacher. Blaming is a choice. Being grateful 24 hours is also a choice. But why am I talking all this in Awakening the Genius? Because geniuses don't waste time in blaming. Geniuses focus on staying in a resourceful state, in a positive state, in an empowering state. So that's why, when should I be grateful? Yeah, when something good happens? No. 24 hours. I may say, thank you, Getty, thank you, Getty. And then, ये Getty वाले है ना, क्या बताऊं? What should I tell you? I can't be blaming. And it is not a part time job, it's a full time job. If you really want to be a genius, because gratitude is all about solutions. So, yes, I am special, you are special. But do you think there is a genius within you? Do you think every child is a genius? No, no, no. My child, he never studies, he never obeys. He opens his books, he starts. इतनी जल्दी हो गया? So soon you finished? Go study properly. He's a genius already. He glanced and it went into his iconic memory, his visual memory, because they are fast learners. But you know what? My child makes a lot of silly mistakes. Look at the genius your child is. He's super fast in learning, recalling, reproducing. Look at the positive side. This 3D gadget the brain has to offer. Can't we feel proud? Can't we feel happier? Can't we acknowledge the genius? Why damage? So that is why this session, that yes, it all begins with the feeling that almighty nature, cosmos has made me very special. Okay, who should believe this? Me telling Getty is great, Getty is special, or every Getty member should feel, yes, we are in the noblest service, under the best leader. So it is up to you to feel that you are special. Not your mother, not your father, not your teacher, and any number of coaches, researchers may come and tell you are special. It will not work until you accept it. So that's why I know you are all very wise. You choose to be happy and joyful, even though you may say, change the topic. You may say, the evening, these days rains in South India. It's okay. The wise are choose to be happy. The wise choose to learn. The wise choose to be attentive, because this topic is important. Awaken the genius. Why is it important? Why this session? By Getty? Why were they so thrilled and excited? Wow, what a topic. I like your topic, Sunny, because you want money and harmony, success and satisfaction, health and wealth. Because genius is not about gold medal or Nobel Prize, but genius in happiness, genius in career, genius in family life. Just imagine you just rock in all the areas of life: wealth, health, money, honey, harmony, emotions, thoughts, plans, career, fitness, fun, family, romance. You are so balanced and you're a genius. You evolve, you liberate yourself, and you get that key which you were looking for. You know, it's universal. We all want to be genius, and we are born genius. But what do we need? That one key that fits in, that one person who understands me, that one person who motivates me, that one person who listens to me. But the key is within you, it is not outside. So just go ahead, attain the highest success with fulfillment. Because empty success, having a great bank balance without happiness, without joy, without gratitude, will leave you empty and miserable. So the key is within you, the key of right thinking, the key of knowing yourself, unique self. And this is like link lock of यूपी, अलीगढ़. ये सिर्फ अपनी चाबी से खुलते हैं. Yes, this is a unique lock of Godrej and Link If you Google, they have a tagline. It opens with only the same lock. Robbers can't rob it. Yeah, with all this jokes, key and all, what do I do with my fear? So this is why this session is important. This is why these coming slides are very important, because all of us have some fear of unknown. What will happen to my husband? Will he succeed? Will he earn 1 lakh? What will happen to my child? Nothing. Like your diamond destiny, they also have diamond destiny. But what to do? Fear of unknown. कल क्या होगा? जो भी होगा देखा जाएगा. And we all want to take a leap. We all want to unleash the genius, unleash our infinite potential, the superman and superwoman within us. It's important. So just take a leap of love, leap of faith, leap of service, leap of giving. And I also said, what are you doing? Why are you doing? I also took a leap. Let us share what we have. Let us start giving what we have. Let us identify our talents and make someone smile. So, this leap is important, and that is why this session is important, to make things possible, to make impossible possible. Because when you start walking, the impossible becomes possible, right? So, what is the topic today? Can you please explain? Simple. Life is a gift, and our brain is that gift. It is wrapped in mother's womb. All the connections and behaviors and talents and the personality type is formed. But sadly, you never unpack it. And then you come up with a genius dialogue and say, I never knew I could do this, Sunny. Because of you, I could write a book. Yesterday, I was talking to someone. They said, Sunny, you motivated me to write a book. Because writing is a therapy, I want everyone to write a book. Because everybody has some word, some language, and when they write, they organize their thoughts, they empty their baggage. So life is a gift, and you are unique, different, awesome. But are you identifying? Are you feeling it? Are you unwrapping the gift? That is why this session. And what is awakening the genius? It is nothing but pulling that string, opening your gift, smiling, believing in yourself, using your gift. Sir, I don't know what is that gift within me. Okay, I will make it easy for you. There are four kinds of people in the planet. Earth, about 40%. They are very sweet, obedient. They reflect what is, mirror like reflection. Obedient. Yes, we all want obedient husbands, obedient children. But they are not thinkers. They become rigid. मम्मी ने बोला ऐसे ही करूंगा. मैं जोरू का गुलाम. It's okay. Good, we need those people. Followers. Very good followers. Loyal followers. Water. Flexible. Emotional. Yeah, I can cry anybody's wedding. I can't see anyone's pain. I can't see. No. Let us identify. Air. Integrative, diplomatic. Yeah, maybe sometimes. Open ended. Fire. What happens here is you become adamant. But then you need these people. They are entrepreneurs, risk takers, and they don't need motivation from outside. Push me! No. They are geniuses. How? They say yes and they say no. Fire, the nature is always hot. So, what is happening here is fire, you need not make it hot, it is remaining in that motivation always. So, all the four types of personalities exist on the planet in different percentages. So, roughly, they say fire is 10 to 15%. They are change makers, want to change the planet. Air, diplomatic, they are leaders, they are 10 to 15%. Water and reflective is about 60%. So, you need real human beings. Water is feeling, helping, caring. And how should teachers be? Effective, loving, to touch the hearts. How should parents be? At least one parent should be effective so that you don't damage self-esteem of the child. At least you don't damage the genius of the child. You nurture it. Okay, tell me, out of the four, which is the real genius? All four. Because reflective becomes a genius with practice, by repetition. Water in a safe environment, you don't boil it, you don't hurt the emotions. Air becomes a genius with freedom. Fire, by making changes on the planet. So that's simple. So assertiveness is the highest in cognitive, integrative little less, effective little less, and least in reflective. So if we can find out what kind of a genius are you, fire may enjoy money, change making, etc. Air may also like making changes, being a leader, but water is not interested much in money. Why? Water says, if someone is happy with my talk, then it is good enough. Someone's dukh or sorrow is removed, that is enough for me. My child walking up to me and telling, I loved your session, that is enough. I got such a big relief after your session. So they are interested in bhakti. Earth is all about karma yoga. So it is related to Gita also, right? So karma yoga, bhakti yoga, kriya yoga, or jnana yoga. You all are going to attain the ultimate happiness, fulfillment, self actualization, self realization. But the first point is know yourself. So I do this in all classes. I ask kids, how many of you think you are intelligent? Sadly, schools have damaged kids so much that they don't even think they are intelligent. Hardly 10%, 20% maximum will raise their hand. And if you do this with closed eyes, nobody is going to raise hand, because when my host is going to say, Neha, that okay, who's intelligent? Because Neha is raising hand, I will also raise hand. Because Getty team is going to raise hand, I will also raise hand. I'm also intelligent. Otherwise, we don't even raise our hand. We don't even think we are intelligent. Peer pressure, we raise hand. Everybody is raising, I will also do it. Then I don't even know the question, because we raise hand because teachers have said. And everybody is doing it, I will also do it. So Howard Gardner has said, you all must be already knowing. 9 intelligences inside. Yes, here there are 8. The ninth is existential, cosmic intelligence, spiritual intelligence, which was found in 2018-19. So, identify your genius. Feel that you are a genius already. And this is very easy. You will find lot of online tests, and there are better tests which includes 20 psychometric tests in one shot, like genetic brain profiling by Midna Global. So here it is. If you can find out where your genius lies, you will make money. And where you are not so strong, and someone is saying, come on, please try. Then you come out of your comfort zone and whole brain harmony happens there. A real genius is born the day we start using our whole brain. So try out all intelligences. That which comes easily, develop it to make money, career out of it. And that which does not come easily, make a hobby out of it. But what did schools and parents tell you? I have put my child in the hobby which he is good at. What should we do really? Make it full time. That which you are good at, which you are not so good at, make it a hobby. So that you are nurturing a whole self. Otherwise, your life journey will be like one tire of the tractor, the other tire of a tricycle. Yeah, so that's imbalance. So, this is my graph. I'm only telling you to use this, that your child is intelligent, and you see how I play with my words, and I have written 4 books in 1 year in the COVID alone, and I keep making videos with smiling sunny hashtag, over 600 videos and 100 interviews. Why? Word intelligence. I don't want to boast and all, but I'm only telling you how this comes naturally to me, because you have a genius in you. Your child has a genius inside. If you have liked my words so far, if you have liked or at least acknowledging, yeah, he can speak, he's okay with language, that's word intelligence for you, the highest. And then me telling cosmos, universe, giving, volunteering, being grateful, all that came from my cosmic intelligence. एंड पैसा कितना मिलेगा? लॉजिक इंटेलिजेंस. It comes naturally. I don't have to plan or prepare. Whatever is inside comes out naturally. Just water it, just become aware of it, just accept it. So that's top 3 intelligences. What all brain data we can decode to decode our genius? So, personality, and then interest or liking. You know what happens? Why we change our careers? Why we fail in school? We think we are interested, but we are not good at. It is not talent and ability, because it is two different things. So one is interest, the other is potential. I should have that brain energy. I should nurture it to become a genius. So these are two different words, often misunderstood. That is why we do engineering, but we land up becoming an image consultant. And three idiots, you do engineering and then you become a banker. You do engineering and then become a spiritual life coach. Interest and talents. And midlife career crisis, these days a famous buzzword. And people are struggling. Why? Personality says, I want to help and serve, and my job is giving only money. Corporate job. I've earned lakhs and crores and FDs and tax saver FDs and mutual funds, but I'm empty inside. I'm not satisfied. I'm not finding the meaning. So, personality matching talent and interest. This is harmony. This is real genius. And then we'll talk about genetic quotient sometime in our next session. That's important, because schools and the world and parents or teachers glorify IQ. Word intelligence, speak well and do well. Maths. Words are important because you express history, geography, physics, chemistry, whatever. IQ is too glorified. What about emotional intelligence? It should not remain in paper. Emotional intelligence is the key to success. But where is the key? We don't know. What are we doing about it? At home? At school? Yeah, we do sometimes. Monthly once. Annual day, they do group activities. Why only annual day? Why not every day? All life coaches, all mindset coaches, they became geniuses because they did it every day. Be it affirmations, visualization, or the great NLP. Think. And what are we doing for adversity quotient? The power, that strength to face failures, resilience, grit. I think we have failed there as well. We have so many suicides, people failing. Think. What about creativity quotient, problem solving? Yes, it is there in NEP, it is there in the 21st century skills, critical thinking, creative thinking. What are we doing as parents every day? Think. What are we doing for ourselves? Are we awakening our geniuses? And all the success is done, but I'm not humble. Spiritual quotient. How will I face, how will I digest success and failure? Because I need to digest success also, so that I remain grounded and I become a giver. I take care of my team. I vibrate positive energy and I attract positive energy. Even in happy moments, I feel so upset and sad. I may sound like Sister Shivani now of Brahma Kumaris because I copied these dialogues from her only. And these presentations, these dialogues, everything is copied. What is copyright about it? Nothing is copyright. Nothing is self made. We're all man made, God made, and teacher made, father made, mother made, maid made, because so many have served us to develop, to come at this stage. This internet, this laptop, this technology has connected us today at this platform. So that's spiritual quotient. And there are many geniuses who are spreading happiness worldwide. They say love, compassion, and a generous heart. Dr. Gurmeet Singh Narang of Talween Foundation. So important. Justwin Singh, who is spreading confidence and happiness globally. Think, why are they doing what they are doing? Because of spiritual quotient. They went beyond self to become selfless. Yeah, some people say my way or highway, that's adaptiveness. So I need to become adaptive. I need not become rigid and break homes and leave jobs and adjust in school. So I need to teach children all of this. I need to teach myself all of this so that I live in harmony, inner harmony, and not blame. I am sad because of them. I am miserable because of her or him. So, what I just spoke about is nature's gift. I glorified my word smart that's given by nature. But do I nurture it? Do I nurture it in the most positive way to serve others? Because Dr. Kiran Bedi taught us in Navjyoti India Foundation to serve, to be a giver. Her book, Making the Top Cop, is a easy way to nurture the genius in you. It's a comic book, a must read for parents and kids. So, I don't want my child to suffer. And there's only one child given all the things. And there is the other way. Every Sunday, we are going to share and care and give, and not just give cakes and pancakes and puris, but we are going to give our knowledge, skills, time, spend time in old age home or orphanages or NGOs. If our children can learn this, then neuron connections are formed, then neural pathways are formed. Else, no challenges, only one child. I'm not saying go for two, three children, but I'm only saying put them in an environment that where they learn to give, where they learn to adjust, where they learn to sacrifice. Think beyond self. So, thinking beyond self by volunteering, you are not just learning, sharing. You are not just enhancing your skills and abilities to be a storyteller, which I was lucky to, become a storyteller in Chinmaya Mission when I was in grade 9. I used to tell stories. I used to love it. I thought, I am a genius. I am a volunteer. I am volunteering for the society. I am doing spiritual work. But you know what? God was preparing us for bread and butter. God was nurturing us. That's why it is said, nurture your nature. But first, identify the genius in you, identify the nature, identify the personality, then nurture with a smile, nurture with courage, nurture to take the leap, because these cues which I spoke about, IQ, which is too glorified, it is at the bottom of the pyramid, it remains as an executive. Emotional quotient, if it is there, you become a good manager, else you fail. AQ, general manager, adversity quotient, I'll face all the problems of the customer, of all the departments, you become strong. Then you become a visionary, solving problems, CEO, creativity quotient, and spiritual quotient is beyond everything. And in family, IQ is just first half of the movie. Left brain, remembering everything and vomiting in the paper. Marks are fantastic, but career a big failure. Why? No teamwork. Family divorced. Why? Because we fail to love, to care, to share. And then we live in fear because we are not strong. My child's exam, as though you are going to read and you're going to create fear and negative vibes. Adversity quotient is so important as a parent. And if you want to mentor your teenagers, creativity quotient. And if you want to go beyond your family of four and be like Oprah Winfrey or Dalai Lama ji, then it's spiritual. That you live for the whole nation, you live beyond self. Now comes my favorite slide A. Awareness will make you a genius. Awareness of self. Okay, B as in believe. Whom should I believe? Self, mentor, and God. Simple. I don't believe in myself. Then Vivekananda said, weakness is death. I don't believe in myself. Then Vivekananda said, you are an atheist. Don't believe in God if you don't believe in yourself. Believing in God is waste if you don't believe in yourself. So it all starts with me. I am a genius. I am the child of God. I am born with the diamond destiny. I am the happiest on the planet in the history ever. And then believe your teachers and parents, because parents are your first teachers. See, if I'm not committed, if I'm not competent, then I don't think I'll survive even in the competent competition world to earn. And so whatever I do with all my heart. I put in my 100%. That is one basic value we need to instill in ourselves before kids. D is decoding and designing your life. So decode your brain, because brain has a lot of secrets. That is the way to excel in life, because I can't sing like A.R. Rahman ji. You will run away. You must have seen in my graph as well that my music was one of the lowest. So I need to excel in my genetic potential only, because there are other people who are born with that potential who will do that job. That's why teamwork. Neha ji, who introduced me, who's the host of the day, is amazing with her capabilities. I don't have to copy her. I don't have to feel sad and low. She's so amazing. I am not. No, we are unique, we are special, we are different, we have different potentials. Balance it with family, spend time with family, eat with them, and I do eat with my parents. Give your 100% effort always, that's related to commitment, and be a giver because givers are happy. One reason of my happiness is giving. You keep giving every day. Like being grateful every day, you keep giving also every day. Whether you get money or not, money will come. But give. Make it a point to give, to share. Because takers are never happy. Takers may say, Itna hi, only this much. I want little more. I want that one. I want this one. And even the king of kings who were greedy, who wanted to capture other kingdoms, did not get sleep. And kings with all the treasury for 10 years, they said, what about 11th year? Then it became 10 generations. He said, only 10 generations. What will happen to my 11th generation? Think. So give us sleep well. Those who serve well, sleep well. So, which is important, healthy body or healthy mind? Both are important, but mind is more important. Because I may slap you with a healthy body, but healthy mind will not hurt anyone. Healthy mind will give me healthy body, not to eat junk or anything that is not good for my body and mind and soul. Yeah, are you your friend or an enemy? What time do you get up? That tells it all. Do you invest in yourself? Do you know yourself? And one more easy test is, are you smiling now? Very important. If you're smiling, if you're happy, then you're friend. If you're cursing, if you're sad, then I think you're harming yourself, harming your mind, body, and soul. Yes, joyful living is a choice. That was J. And you know what? The purpose of life is to discover your genius. The work of life is to develop it. And meaning of life is to give it away. This is a famous quote. I don't remember the great leader who said this, but discover your gift, develop it every day, and give it away. If you give, then you become free, light, to live in light and to be baggage free. Okay, sir, what if I do all this? Then there is awareness, there is joy, there is acceptance, there is magic, there is clarity of goal of life. Just like you need a GPS to go to a new place, what about the GPS of your life? For success and satisfaction. All of us want it for self and for our children. And then the journey is easy and something in universe pulls you and takes you towards the highest fulfilling magical happiness. Yes, life is easy, life is possible, life is a gift. As we saw in our starting slides, we discover the gem within. We solve the confusion and we move towards crystal clear clarity. We polish the gem inside. We discover all the happiness and we are no more searching it outside. A great wise spiritual master said, it is difficult to find happiness inside, but it is impossible to find it outside. It is difficult to find happiness inside, but it is impossible to find happiness outside. And somewhere we become exhausted, tired in finding it outside. In all the comparisons, we lose our precious years of youth and we waste our life. Like Adi Shankaracharya ji says, that we lose whole life, the precious life in wandering behind ABC, articles, beings, and circumstances, and not singing the glories of inner wisdom, inner light, inner genius within you. So here's a solution. If you want solution, you are most welcome to get in touch with Getty, get in touch with yourself, inner self, start your journey of self transformation. Yes, there are many doors we are confused. If you follow your genius, if you listen to your inner voice, then you enter the door which leads to success and joy. Ocean size, yes, and all of us are born to succeed, and we are infinite happiness. We don't have to go to Switzerland, America, Australia, or even Darjeeling to find it. So let's celebrate inner genius to liberate ourselves from all the limiting beliefs, from all the doubts and fears, guilt and regrets, and transcend by letting go the unnecessary baggage that our mind is carrying and not letting it go. I wish you all the super best with this powerful book, which is called Storm to Perform. You may have all the storms in your life, but you get up and you just perform. How? Very easy and simple. From today, start feeling positive, start feeling the inner energy, inner strength, so that you think beautiful for self and others. What happens, sir? You become a lioness or a lion just by thinking good. You awaken your genius. Just by thinking good for others, you become a leader. You become a genius leader, right? So that's so easy and simple. I had a great experience with my brain, talking positive, talking my favorite topic, and I want to thank you with all my heart. I want to thank Getty for being the organizer of these wonderful talks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let us continue to spread smiles and happiness in all the lives around.
That was very beautiful, Mr. Sunny, and really appreciate how you have brought various topics that are usually, put under the rug by parents, teachers, because we value marks and salary figures so much. So I really like the slide where you talk about the ABCD of it, which is basically sums up the entire solution as well. On the same lines, I have a question for you. Um, whatever you talked about is basically awakening our genius of the students and how parents and teachers and everyone, their patrons, can help them achieve that. But for say example, I am a class 12th student and I have not been in touch with the genius in me, and now I am going to college, and it's a new life over there, new everything. The environment is new. So how would I awaken the genius within me, and how can my parents, who have not particularly talked about the genius in me, they have always been after my marks, how can they help me, and how can, say, if I have a mentor, how can they help me in realizing that I have a genius that lies within me and can do better things when I go to college? I mean, let's take that as a case study, and that is going to sum up your solution. But I want to highlight the solutions in a more practical way, actually.
Yeah. So thank you for all the compliments and the appreciation. So the first answer goes like this: bad vibes don't go with my outfit. So it all
Okay.
starts with the mindset. So I need
Hmm.
to read books. I need to work on myself.
Hmm.
And it is not a magic wand that I can give just like this.
Yes, it's a
Right?
process.
So we have a beautiful tool which
Hmm.
is called genetic brain profiling
Yes.
that decodes all the quotients, multiple intelligences, and the key factors of the brain, which includes 20 parameters,
Mm-hmm.
which even a psychometric test may fail because I may not have the patience to go through all the 200, 400, 600 questions. And it is assessor dependent also,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because the competency of assessor, and the assessor may have missed some chapters, may not have liked some chapters. So psychometric
Personally.
test has lot of conditions, and
Mm-hmm.
most of the psychometric tests are decades or if not centuries old, and they were all done in US, Europe, etc., and not in the village of Bihar or UP or Punjab or Himachal. The circumstances are entirely different in India, in the rural setup, in the slums, where the child is even struggling to read a class 2 book, as the research says. So,
Yes.
genetic brain profiling is a quick fix solution which gives
Mm-hmm.
answers in 20 minutes.
Okay.
But it may sound like me selling you something. So let's go step by step. Those who don't want this solution, those who don't
Mm-hmm.
want to go for a 3,000 rupees test but are willing to waste lakhs of rupees on stress and health and wrong courses, just like you said. So this test is a very special test. It can be done at the age of 2.
Okay.
So you can start nurturing and building the genius inside.
From a young age.
The whole life, because you took an example of grade 12 child,
Hmm.
you would have not suffered for 14 years. And we see so many suffer, struggle in that 4 year BTech,
Hmm.
because the
Yes.
potential was this much. He could have joined a BSc, he could have
Hmm.
done a 3 year easy course, but BTech became a challenge. That's why after 12th, you start failing in college. You have arrears in college. Even the
Yes.
toppers have arrears. Why? Because
Absolutely.
school
Absolutely.
was concrete learning. Ria, this is mobile. Ria, this is the book. You have to read this chapter. You have to read this curriculum. The questions will be only from this. The R.D. Sharmas and the NCRT, etc. You were spoon fed. But college is a different ball game. It's
Yes.
abstract learning. The college professor comes like me. He will show a PowerPoint. He will talk 2 slides, tell you 2 stories, and then you build on it. You research
Yes.
on it. You may not have the research mindset. So the solution is not simple. You
Mm-hmm.
need to work on your abstract thinking, abstract skills, and we are born with it. I'm throwing these big dialogues because I was born with these abstract sequential thinking. But I'm a very poor team player, a very poor leader. I failed in a lot of organizations, in at least in one, Navjot India Foundation. Though I did good work there, but I was very difficult, and they said, sir is very strict. Sir is scolding in the meetings. Yes, because I wanted performance. So that's one side of it. But then what about interview skills of that 12th standard girl? She went into the college, she got all the CGPA, but failed in interview. Because again, these are two things.
Different.
CGPA is writing, left brain job. Interview, presentation, the confidence, the fearlessness is a right brain job. Now you can say, one training, 2 days, campus to corporate, you'll do it. No, it starts at the birth, it starts before the birth. What is my dear parent doing? So let's educate the parents, let's educate the teachers, and that girl of 12th standard should have been taught in her style,
Hmm.
because the famous visual, kinesthetic, and auditory also has two parts. I love to
Yes.
talk, but in Indian classrooms, we are not allowed to talk. The
Listening
teacher
more.
comes and talks. And if a person is visual like someone else, then he would want the teacher to draw and explain and bars and flowcharts and Khan Academy and animation. But that doesn't happen often. There are smart classrooms, but the teachers are not smart. They are not taught neuropsychology in B.Ed. They are, even after B.Ed, we become rote teachers only, because there are no super duper practicals with neuropsychology, with the uniqueness. See, all life coaches and trainers will tell you, Neha, you're unique, great, you have something in you. But what is that something? Genetic brain profiling is the answer.
Okay.
If you don't want to go for it, Still start developing the whole brain right from the birth. Talk to your child, give time, identify, do all the multiple intelligence activities, do all the whole brain activities. Then you won't have this question at the age of 17, 18. Yes, you will still be on the crossroads, but when you nurture adversity quotient, emotional quotient, then even landing in the wrong course will help you sail through. But if you really want to be sure, no trial and error, no suffering, no unwanted pain, then I think it is good to detect early as two, as early as newborn, because all this mechanism which is happening in the brain development has happened inside mother's womb between 10th to 24th week.
Yes,
So the
absolutely.
game is planned. You have to start loving yourself. My first book was this: Know Self, Love Self, Celebrate Self. Life is a celebration. I need to identify my genius. I need to love myself. I need to celebrate myself. Then you won't have these case studies. 12th में क्या होगा? शादी के बाद क्या होगा?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. That was a very, very authentic answer. And I really think that after this talk of ours, the concept of well being, or under which everything that you mentioned comes, will no longer be, just rugged under the roof, under the carpet. I'm so sorry. And we actually need to pay more attention to it, just as much we pay attention to our grades and to our salaries and to our performance reports, because if we are not well, I am not sure if we'll be able to project the excellence in our work, which we can if we are well. It's actually a paradox of sorts, but we got a very good beginning point through your talk today.
Thank you.
And to everyone who watched this and to everyone who will watch this, I want to remind you that Mr. Sunny Nagpal is the Chief Smile Officer. So, in order to just honor his position, let's just keep smiling all the time, which is something Mr. Sunny Nagpal would agree. It's himself.
Thank you so much. And I want every person to be happy, every breath, every heartbeat. And we are born happy. We only lose it in school after the school starts damaging us in many ways. And you can do this. Neha is good in dancing. Neha will go for the event. Neha is good with speaking. Okay, Neha, come out. Why not celebrate all talents? Why not give
Absolutely.
opportunities? Why not develop their skills? Why not develop formulas for happiness? Not just a square plus 2ab plus 2b square is equal to a plus b the whole square. Have formula for happiness, have formula for your fear, have formula for
Absolutely.
your guilt. Let's talk about it in class, not once in a month, not once in 3 months. We had emotional intelligence camp in our school once in 3 months, and that too only for ninth graders. 10th is not allowed in our school.
Because
10th and 12th they don't go anywhere. So what are we doing? We are somewhere losing it. And 10th and 12th I think required the most,
the most,
because he
yes,
was going
absolutely.
through lot
The
of
both.
pressure from parents, from neighbors, chacha ji ka beta, chacha ji, because everybody becomes an advisor there. And we say proudly, all activities are cut for you. And they needed to dance. And I'll just share one more last point.
Absolutely,
Our
please.
brain has two kinds of fears:
Mm-hmm.
left brain fear, right brain
Right.
fear.
Yes.
Left brain fear is competency fear. Can I
Mm-hmm.
do it? I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking too much. I'm taking
Mm-hmm.
time for the presentation. I don't want to talk. Will it go well? What if it fails? All these are left brain fears. Right brain
Yes.
fear. What if Sunita Gandhi ma'am comes? How will I face her? How will I, people fear, marketing fear, going to the principal room fear, going and
So
talking to the teacher fear. So
survival
if,
based fear. Yes.
yes, so if we can identify this, and sadly, the child is living right from age 3, 4, 5. It is now feeling fears. It is becoming conscious of its fears. And we don't identify them, and we further damage by telling, "You are too slow. Ma'am, 5 minutes, ma'am, please, ma'am. I'm writing. I want to be perfect. I'm just writing, ma'am, please, ma'am. And we further damage and kill this. He's too slow. He cannot give a speech. He's having fear. If you had nurtured that child, the story would have been different. गाड़ी स्टेशन पे थी, अगर वो ट्रेन पकड़ ली होती तो आई वुड हैव बिकम अ जीनियस.
Absolutely. We love your inputs that you gave about neuropsychology being taught in the BEd and the couple of others that you made. We make note of that. And as teacher trainers, we try to inculcate all the useful insight that we get from these talks. So those are points well noted over there. Thank you so much for that. So I think we should conclude the talk now. Do you have something else to say?
Thank you to you for being a great host. Thank you to Getty. Thank you to ma'am. And thank you everyone who is watching this and who will watch this all across the globe. Thank you so much.
Let's all just keep smiling now, just to, conclude everything. So, Mr. Sunny, I'll see you again soon then. Lovely to have you on our platform today.
Thank you so much.